Hi, Felix here from Stride. We're here down in Campbelltown with Luke Eagles from My Property Consultant, and today we're going to jump in and discover exactly what we're seeing in this market, but more importantly, what we can do if we're looking to buy in the area. So Luke, what I've seen in the last few years down towards the southwest corridors, there's been some major precinct changes with the MacArthur line as well as all the new estates opening up. What is your take on the current market today? There's still the same key drivers?
Yeah, same key drivers. Quite obviously the government's done a massive investment. For a long time, quite obviously there's been this talk of Badgerys Creek Airport, which has quite obviously been coming for years and years, but quite obviously now it's very predominant in front of us. If you drive out to sort of Austral and Leppington now, quite obviously you're seeing all this amazing infrastructure for this airport that's going to arrive. Quite obviously it's pushed development ahead very quickly. So yeah, as I say, some of the impressive roadways and train stations already in place. And it's wonderful to see the government put some infrastructure in beforehand.
Absolutely.
This time, which is just giving that consumer confidence, I think.
Yeah, that's been a big key driver in this area, and we've seen that. We've been investing down this way for quite some time, and that's how we managed to meet. But
in the first place, yes, some many years ago now. So
yeah. And look, with regards to the government changes last year for stamp duty for first home buyers now opening up to the existing property market, have you seen a shift in that, or what is your opinion with regards to buying brand new as opposed to existing properties?
Yeah, well, I think quite obviously the new sort of concept sort of is based sort of smaller land, quite obviously close proximity to everything from there. The larger lots are quite obviously the existing lots as a rule of thumb. Quite obviously some of these new subdivisions do have some inconsistent blocks which are a bit larger. But quite obviously they're a premium price from that point as well. So I find sort of a lot of people just getting into the market with that new, keeping it simple. Quite obviously we've all seen a lot of shows of late, so they all like the modern natures of everything coming their way. So I think that's predominantly where we're at.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And who would you say would be the key buyers in this market at the moment?
I would say probably predominantly first homeowners. Sort of quite obviously we're still doing 3-bedroom homes out here, so sort of 580 to 600,000. So quite obviously by price point and stuff, so attractive for people, and still getting some yard with that. So I think that's probably predominantly who we're finding. Yeah,
580. That's a great price.
Yeah, I didn't think it'd happen again, but it's happened again. So yes, yeah, for sure.
And look, a lot of these first home buyers are considering whether a 3 or 4 bedder would be something of considerable difference. What do you see, and what do you see value for a first home buyer looking at either a 3 or 4 bedroom house?
Yeah, I think sort of my sort of take on that is sort of now looking at it. I've done this now for 20 years, and my sort of expectation was you get into the market, you buy what you can, and you sort of upgrade through it and all the rest. But I sort of find now that quite obviously the cost of changing over in our market, predominantly if we look at quite obviously agents' costs, removal, like moving costs, and then coupled with quite obviously a stamp duty bill on that second home as you do move, we're sort of talking in the vicinity of sort of 40 to 45,000. So I think the best bit of advice I have today is to really consider what you need in the future, as much as what you really want today. So, and I was talking to Felix a little bit earlier, is the fact that if you can actually go and save that little bit of extra money, in our market particularly, because we're talking the 3 bedders are 580 to 600, you can buy a good 4-bedroom home sort of 680 to 700. That saving of an extra $10,000, even if that pushes you back 4 months in savings, and you don't have that home immediately for you right now, it could be the difference between stepping into a home that you won't move on from as well. And I just think that transition is something to really consider. We all get taken by what we see, quite obviously, and we all want to do it when we do it, but maybe 3 or 4 months and getting finances in place, and that's probably just something to consider, because we do get emotionally attached to things, that's for sure, but really think about what you might need, and predominantly a 5 to 10 year period. Anything past then, quite obviously it's very hard for any of us to ever ask where we're going to be and what we're going to be doing. But if children and that are on the case and stuff like that, and you're talking 3 bedders, maybe wait another 3 or 4 months, save that little bit more deposit, move into that 4-bedroom home, consider yards, consider established, consider schools, a lot of things in advance, because time does go very quickly.
And look, you've got that time on your side as a buyer now,
100%.
So you're not feeling that pressure. I remember when we first met, we'll be waiting probably 15 minutes just to sign yourself in for an open.
Absolutely. So it's pretty much make a decision there and then, and it sort of goes back to my purchase back 20 years ago when I had the ability to bring mum and dad through, then the in-laws through, and we made a decision over a few days. Sort of back at that stage now, which is quite obviously a lot more comfortable for first homeowners as well. And I say we've predominantly been a very first homeowner market for a very long time, and people, particularly find a lot of people coming from the city, come out, get a bit of land. And then what we generally find is grandkids arrive, mum and dad arrive in sort of 5 to 10 years time without any mortgage and stuff as well, and offset the one they've got. So it's been very much our market.
So what would you say would be your best tip for a first home buyer looking to tackle this market? and wanting to get a first step in to the property?
I think going and getting finance arranged first of all. Know exactly where you're at. Quite obviously, finance has changed with the banks predominantly. It's what we assume to be okay. Quite obviously, it's changed very quickly on people at the moment and stuff like that. And those that are ready, that are qualified, are quite obviously taking advantage of the market and negotiations from that, predominantly against those. And we're seeing a lot that quite obviously turn up and they're halfway through the process, haven't started the process, assume that everything's going to be okay and stuff. But I do feel sorry for the brokers at the moment. They're getting asked questions that they've never seen before, and I see buyers getting a little bit upset. Well, why didn't you ask me this earlier? Because the broker doesn't know what the bank's coming with at the moment, I'm finding. So, so I think it's just being very educated with it, and just taking your time a little bit with it, but really give deep consideration. Just be emotional, please be emotional. That's what it's all about. Be proud of what you buy, because let's be fair, you're going to spend all day going out trying to pay for the thing. But at the same time, I think realistically, make sure you're buying the right house. Make sure it's that little bit longer period than just being in for the sake of it. Would be my best advice.
And last question, I love my coffee.
Yes.
So if we're in Camden, we're looking for a great coffee place, where do we go, buddy?
RCC out the back. Like if you're only selling coffee and nothing else, your coffee's good.
Good stuff.
So pretty easy from there, I think. So
fantastic. Well, look, thank you so much for your time
again. I really appreciate you coming out today. That's fantastic.
So look, guys, I hope you've learnt a lot. From what I've taken out of this is that you really need to do and understand what you're looking to buy, whether it be brand new or existing. Figure out what your long-term goals are, and look, take your time to understand that, because buying a property is a big purchase. So look, if you've got any comments, leave it below. Luke's going to be available to answer any questions in the area. But look, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Thank you.